Hi, it's Ralph. Good quarter to report on, so let me get right into it. 3 things moved on Portal this quarter. The permits in, the neighborhood around us got noticeably stronger in 2 ways, jobs and transit. And we started a conversation with Ottawa about the financing. Give me 5 minutes. We'll take them one at a time. So the development permit is in. It's filed with the City of Maple Ridge. What you're looking at is the design we put in after various meetings with the City Planning Department. 12 stories, 154 rental homes, shops along the ground floor, right across from the Port Haney station. What I like about this one is how clean the approval path is. The site sits in a provincial transit zone under Bill 47, so 12 stories is ours by right, and there's no parking minimum, though we're still building about 120 stalls anyway. And because the design fits the city's official community plan, there's no public hearing. From here, it's the standard permit process, a clear pathway to final permits. A few things worth noticing in the plans. The ground floor is real high street. Storefronts wrapping the corner of 223rd and 116th Street, so the building opens up onto the block instead of turning its back to it. Upstairs, it's efficient. 14 homes a floor, everything from junior 1-bedrooms to 2 beds and dens for families, and 31 of them are fully adaptable. And up top, a landscape terrace for residents to enjoy, looking out at the Golden Ears and over the Fraser River. And none of this is a first draft. We've already been through 2 rounds with city staff, so what we filed is shaped by what they told us they want to see. Here's the path from here. The permit went in this June. The CMHC financing submission comes next. Later this year, with the goal of closing in early 2027 and breaking ground that March. Call it a 2-year build, people living there in 2029, the building fully leased and earning by 2030. I want to be straight with you though, those are targets, not promises. A lot has to go right between now and then. You'll get an honest read from us every quarter. A building is only as good as the demand around it, so let's talk about what's happening around Portal. Maple Ridge has always been a bedroom community. Only about 37% of its workforce both lives and works in town. Now that's starting to change, and 2 pieces of land are part of the reason. The first is the North 256th Street industrial lands. Council gave a 3rd reading in January with final sign-off expected mid-year. It's one of the last big industrial sites left in the region, set aside for advanced manufacturing and distribution. The second is the Yanadon lands, 63 acres at 232 and 128 Street, being rezoned for clean and job-dense employment. Now put those 2 together, you've got most of the 230 acres of new employment land the city needs by 2040. The math for Portal is simple. More jobs nearby means more people who want to rent within walking distance of work. Now that demand turns up right at our front door. The other big shift is transit. In May, Maple Ridge Council backed TransLink's plan for a new bus rapid transit line, running from Langley up to Haney Place. Langley Township signed on it too, so it's now in detailed design. It's 22 kilometers, 13 stations, a bus every 10 minutes at rush hour. It connects to the Expo Line SkyTrain extension at Willowbrook, runs the 200th Street corridor, drops 4 stations in Maple Ridge, and ends at Haney Place. That's about 10 minutes from our front door, with a direct bus from Portal to the exchange. And here's what makes this all land. Portal already sits on the West Coast Express, which carries 7,200 people a day into downtown Vancouver. So this would be our 2nd rail connection, not our 1st. And there aren't many rental sites in the whole corridor that can say that. And then there's Ottawa. There's a new federal housing agency called Build Canada Homes. And in June, we put a proposal in front of them. Here's what we asked for in plain English. Federal credit support sitting behind our CMHC financing. If it comes together, it makes the financing stronger, costs us no equity. You keep your full position. That's the part that matters for you. And Portal fits what they're after. Roughly 38% of the homes already fall inside their affordability targets. It's family-sized rental, the hardest thing to find in Maple Ridge, and it's ready to build. Their review runs through the summer. I'll be careful here. Nobody has committed to anything yet on either side. But the early signals are good, and you'll hear from me the moment that changes. One more, and then I'll let you go. Alongside the government track, we're in early talks with a couple of private partners too. Some of it is about execution, builders who've actually put concrete, purpose-built rental in the ground across the Lower Mainland. The rest is about capital, structures that strengthen our balance sheet behind the insured financing, right along the Build Canada Home piece. Nothing signed at this stage, and I won't name names until the ink is dry. But these have been real conversations, not coffee chats, and I expect to have more to show you next quarter. So that's the quarter. The permit's in, the jobs are coming, the transit's confirmed, and for the first time, federal capital and private partners are starting to gather around the same project. Portal is exactly where we want it to be at this stage, and I don't say that lightly. Thank you for your trust. It genuinely isn't lost on us. If you'd like the full plan set, or you just want to talk any of this through, I'm easy to reach. Call or email, or go to our website, wcmif.ca anytime. Talk soon.